What's up, everybody? Make sure you carve out some time soon to stop by the Doodle Drive-in on East Steels Corners Road in Cuyahoga Falls. You, your fur baby, and your friends can grab some food and soak up some spins and good conversation up in the fenced-in outdoor dining area. It's super great. The Doodle Drive-in is on a mission to bring people together through food, community, and animals. We had a great time there. It was super duper clean, great open spaces, and Craig Elo even made a new best friend. Everyone, meet Ben Franklin.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, guess what? I'm back. It's week 8 of the Ohio high school football season. I am Mike Vorhies.
Matt Magaw.
And a special thank you to Hank. Thank you for filling in last week. I feel rejuvenated. I'm happy to be back, Matt.
Good. Dude, I'm happy you are back. It's nice having subs, but
subs are good.
I'm happy you're back.
Now we've each had our week off that we were, which we agreed upon in our contract. So no more time off until the end of the season, which we've only got 2 more weeks left in the regular season. It has gone by so fast.
It is, man.
We've got an amazing game of the week tonight. It is the Northwest Indians traveling to CVCA to take on the 5-2 Royals. Matt, that's going to be a really, really good game.
It's tough. It actually was really close. Even the fans voting, it was really, really close.
Now, don't tease it yet. Don't tease it just
to go out of order. After last week, we were all
you
over.
guys were all over the place.
You notice I didn't even get to introduce myself. Really?
Yes, Hank. We have ways of doing things around here.
We did.
I guess it's my fault because I'm the one that sent the show notes. I guess I should have put them in the actual order.
I think he really thought they were just for him.
Oh dear. Well,
shots fired.
I'm going to do all this now that he's not here to.
When you need notes, you need notes, right?
What a complete jerk I am. See, low blow.
Well, things happen. Pause. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, what?
Just kidding.
What is that? That's from me. Is that for me? Like slow down and stop talking?
No. It's an inside joke. We'll fill you in later. It's all good, but man, oh man, we're getting buzzed. Anyway, student athlete highlight coming up. A Norton High School senior. Can't wait to talk about him. We've got our pick'em recaps. I didn't do too bad. 4-1, not being here and barely looking at the games. I think I did pretty good.
Yeah,
the fans
like
go
when we're
5-0.
When we're out, we do well.
Yes, you go 4-1 as well. I go 5-0. Hey, guess what? We're all tied.
We are,
24-11, folks. We're all tied. So kudos to you fans from coming from back to front. Matt, you started at the back of the pack, and now you're at the top.
I wasn't even on the train tracks.
Well, but now you
Guys
are.
were
You're
miles
doing
ahead.
well. You're
Yeah.
doing well.
Guys, let me catch up.
You're welcome. I tried.
We're being equal.
Now I'm going to try
Even
to go
Stevens.
5-0 for the rest of the
Even
season.
Stevens.
That's the game here. But let's jump right into the Week 7 Pick'em recaps. I mean, Maslin Perry at North Canton Hoover, great game. Hoover wins in overtime, 37-34. What a ball game. Shout out to Perry running back Christian Ivonic. He's now had 2 consecutive games of over 220 yards rushing.
My gosh.
So kudos to him. Unfortunately, Perry unable to get that win. Vikings in overtime, 37-34. You had Aurora at Talmadge. Aurora shuts out Talmadge 38-0. Watch out for Aurora, folks.
They got a good one this week.
They got Talmadge, you got trucked. I'm sorry, but you did. Wadsworth at Nordonia. This one, I was stunned here. Wadsworth takes out Nordonia. So Wadsworth goes into Nordonia, beats the previously undefeated Nordonia team 55-14. Nordonia was undefeated.
I'm not shocked. I picked them.
I mean, the Grizzlies, I apologize for not picking you. I've learned my lesson, but my goodness.
No.
55-14.
Wadsworth's a different team this year.
Wadsworth is ready to go.
I'd like to see them match back up with Medina.
We'll maybe
Potentially
playoffs happen.
I think that'd be really interesting.
A good game down at Triway. The Canton South Wildcats continue their undefeated streak. They beat Triway 35-28. Huge shout out here. Canton South quarterback Poochie Snyder.
There it is.
Breaking the county passing record, 9,181 yards, that was previously held by Sandy Valley's Cameron Blair, who's currently playing for Ashland University. Quick shout out there. So kudos to Poochie Snyder, but I got to send some well wishes as well, because in that game, a little bit later after he broke the record, Poochie Snyder had to leave the game. He injured his throwing hand and had to be treated at the local hospital.
Oh, no.
So apparently something happened with a finger on his throwing hand. It got bent or turned, or I'm assuming it's broke, I would assume. But coach says he's day to day. We'll see if he plays tonight. I don't know.
Dang,
but they had a true freshman quarterback in that game to take over for Poochie Snyder, and he threw the winning touchdown pass to give Canton South the win. So there you go. Build some confidence.
That is incredible.
Yeah, big win for them, and they'll continue on. Canton South, watch out. And then we had some sad news. Game of the week. Walsh and Hoban, folks, and I'm sure Hank is smiling somewhere with a grin from ear to ear.
Standing under the golden dome as the sun beats down on it.
The Hoban Knights dominate that ball game in every facet of the game, 57-7.
Yeah,
Walsh. You let me down, Walsh. I did pick Hoban, but
I was the only one that picked Walsh.
I was hoping Walsh would give him a game at least.
Well,
but
how that started? I mean, okay, so
yeah, I was gonna say you were there.
Yeah,
so
I was there.
I
was literally. I'm not, full disclosure. I left at the end of the third.
Okay, that's fair.
So the first quarter was the longest quarter I think I've ever witnessed.
Yeah,
it was 37-0. But
at the end of one.
At the end of one.
Oh, folks,
what? But it was. It was one of those where Hoban came out and they hit an end around. I thought it was an end around to the wide receiver, I think is how I listed it. Hit a deep ball, touchdown. Walsh comes back. I think there was like 4 or 5 plays out. And then Hoban hit another run. Boom, 14-0. And I think Walsh was like, uh-oh. And then the pick 6 happened. And as soon as the pick 6 happened, you saw a demeanor change.
Yep.
And it was blood in the water.
That's a motivational killer, right?
And
there.
Hoban, and kudos to Hoban, because like what I watched was like, it was like watching hockey.
Okay.
Like there were 5 linemen coming off, 5 brand new linemen coming on. It was amazing in that sense.
Hey, when
depth was
right.
Depth was very apparent. Fresh legs are apparent.
Yeah.
And I think that everyone's, judging by our comment section this week, everyone's like, how is Hoban continuing to do this? They're doing it because they have the ability to flex their depth.
Right.
And that's what they're doing. They just, it was impressive, and you can't take nothing away.
Well,
it was rough.
And Hoban is still ranked second to Washington Massillon in the standings currently.
Do those really even matter?
They will come playoff seeding time.
That's like it.
And that's about it.
And then guess what? We'll find out.
Can Massillon and Hoban battle it out? That's the game I want to see.
Well,
I want to see it. Don't count out Avon. I think Avon's third. They are having a phenomenal season as well. So
Winton Woods.
Yeah,
I know it's way down there, but
That's
we talk
south.
about that, but
Right.
later on.
Absolutely. And then we had our honorable mention game. The Lake Blue Streaks went into Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium and fell just short. McKinley wins 29-22. McKinley now with total control of the Federal League. It's theirs to have.
I feel like we played this song last year.
Well, you know what?
But last year was a tie.
McKinley went didn't McKinley lose their first 4 games last year?
Correct.
They finished the season 6-6.
Correct.
So completely different story down there in Canton. Coach Hall's got them ready to go.
Once you get into
as long as they're not looking ahead 2 weeks to the week 10 matchup against those same Massillon Tigers, then we're okay. Don't want to look ahead, folks. Don't want to look ahead. Not going to do it.
Thanks for mentioning it and putting it out there.
You got to plant the seed, right? Isn't that kind of how it goes?
Johnny Appleseed.
You got to plant the seed. Allow our fans to take it and run with it. We'll talk about our fans here in a minute. As we gave you the keys, we allowed you to pick for us what game of the week would be week 9, what our games of the week will be. We have that list, and we will share it with you towards the end of the show. I was pretty stunned. A lot of
participation.
Thank you, fans. You guys are great. You're great.
Little discrepancy in the rules.
Well,
understanding.
We'll talk about that here in a minute, but it's time now. It's time to talk about our student athlete highlight of the week. None other than Noah Willig, senior from Norton High School. He is a wide receiver and a defensive back. He's got 11 touchdowns on the year, also has 5 interceptions. He has 919 all-purpose yards for that Norton Panther offense. Whoa! They are undefeated. Norton
looking to stay that way.
Norton looking pretty good. His best game was against Woodridge earlier this season. He went 5 catches, 100 yards, 2 touchdowns, and he had an interception. So kind of doing it offensively and defensively. You love to see it.
Norton's got something brewing.
Norton's pretty special, and I'm glad we kind of got on board when we did, so people can't say.
I don't know if they actually let us on board. I think we were just kind of like trying to hit.
I think we forced our way on board. We'll see.
What?
He also loves to play basketball. His plans for after high school include continuing to play football, which he should, and studying meteorology.
Ooh, that's actually
really different from what we've seen. So Noah,
cool
I love hearing it, man. Good luck to you. Thank you for what you're doing both on and off the field. Good luck to you guys. You Perry Panthers. Listen to me. Wow. Norton Panthers
just got kicked off the train.
Yep. I just got thrown from the wagon.
Wow.
Norton Panthers. Good luck to you guys tonight. So yeah, Noah Willig, shout out to you. Hey, do you want your student athlete mentioned on the show? Matt, do you know how to do it?
It's so simple. I have no clue why anybody's waiting around. We just shared it out. I shared it out. You go on there, you fill it out, name, you put in, we even have everything broken down. It's so simple.
Yep.
So it's just a free moment to take advantage of.
Who wouldn't want to highlight a player?
Or a family member.
Exactly.
I don't know.
We shared it out. We'll share it out
almost
again.
Christmas. It's the time of giving.
Yes. It's time to give.
I saw Christmas stuff out already, and it bothers me.
I saw a Christmas commercial on TV yesterday. And I went, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Halloween's not here yet. Thanksgiving, which is one of my favorite holidays, not even talked about yet. And we're already talking about Christmas.
I'm always seeing that thing of Mariah Carey like it's thawing.
Well, you know it's coming when the stores start putting up Christmas trees.
True statement.
And Christmas music will begin to play.
Yeah.
Not here.
No.
Not for me. Not yet.
Ever.
All right.
Jolly fellers we are.
Wrong.
Exactly. Wrong. It's October. We'll talk about Christmas in December.
Yeah.
2 months. 2 months, folks. We've got a big game of the week tonight in Cuyahoga Falls. Is it Cuyahoga Falls? Is it Stow? Is it both?
It's Wyoga Lake.
Wyoga Lake. That's what we'll call it. The CVCA Royals, 5-2, 3-1 in the Pac-7. They will host the 5-2, 4-0 Northwest Indians. Before we dive into the game of the week, Matt, kudos on interviewing Northwest coach John DeMarco. We did it live. We did it live. Coach DeMarco is extremely old school, and I absolutely love him for it.
Yeah.
When we requested the interview, he's like, yes, but I will not do Zoom. It will need to be in person. And I'm like, that's perfect.
He just wants to spread that charming personality.
Dude, he's amazing.
I enjoyed talking to him.
That's the second time you had a chance to talk to him. Yeah.
Yep. The other one was obviously the Louisville, and that's what you heard in the interview. If you
that's
haven't, go check it out. But they've jump started since then.
Yeah, Northwest is on a roll.
So they're cruising it, and both 5-2.
Yeah.
I think a lot of it's going to come down to. Do you think it's high scoring
tonight?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
I don't think so. It could. I mean, Northwest. Let's talk about this. So we'll dive right in. Northwest is coming into the game after scoring 70 against Orville last week. They win 70-45. Wow. So they scored 9 rushing touchdowns in this ball game. 9.
What?
Wow.
Yeah, I'll say it again. 9 rushing touchdowns.
How do you have 9?
Well, 9 times 7 would be 63. So that's easy math there, buddy. And then they had I believe, a defensive
right into
touchdown.
that one.
Yeah, you did.
I walked right into that.
Math is hard, buddy. Math is hard.
It is.
So Northwest has won the last 2 games between these two teams, both of which went into overtime.
Yeah.
And Northwest has currently won the last 3 meetings against the Royals. The Indians are led by Connor Satterfield, which we got to see live in Louisville. And I think that, again, that was the game that kind of steamrolled their season. They kind of figured it out. He's run for almost 900 yards, 18 touchdowns.
He's a bruiser in the backfield.
Tyler Pappas, he is their quarterback. He knows how to throw the ball. Also, Chase Badger, who's another Swiss Army knife. I'll throw that term out. I mean, he's played quarterback. He's played running back. He's played wide receiver. He will do whatever he can for his team. The team has Landon Cross, Parker Kraft, Tristan Pennington, if he's healthy. He got injured a few weeks ago.
That's what coach was talking about.
So hopefully he's healthy tonight. Their defense led by Brady Finn, Satterfield, and Kraft on defense as well. They love to get after the quarterback. 15 sacks as a team, 5 forced fumbles, 5 fumble recoveries, 4 interceptions.
The defense has turned it on.
Well, you gave up 45 to Orville. That's a lot. And it was, and I asked Coach Cook in the interview with CVCA, what happens when a game gets that high? Like, is this when you pull out the trick plays out of the playbook? And
I think that's just fun time.
And he's like, it's not a shootout when you score 9 rushing touchdowns. That was his response.
Which 9 times 7 is
63.
Damn, we're back on it.
We're back on it.
I like it.
Math is easy when you know your facts,
get it.
folks.
I'm gonna get it by the end of the show.
You will. So let's talk about CVCA. They're coming home after shutting out Fairlawn last week, 23-0. The Royals love to run the football. They're led by workhorses Logan Scranton, who has 685 yards on almost 100 carries for the season, and Joey Kopech, 540 yards on 65 carries. Double-edged sword for them. Two behemoths running the football, and they are downhill, strong, just very talented runners. But we can't forget about Charlie Levac. He's their quarterback, 34-54 on the season, 449 yards, 7 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. He gets to throw the ball to his brother, Ricky Levac, as well as Kopech and a host of others. The defense has been absolutely outstanding this year, Matt. Wesley Keeler leads the team in tackles. Draylon Price, we talked about him in the coach's interview. This is one of those players who resides in the opponent's backfield. 19 quarterback hurries this season, 4 sacks. I mean, they get turnovers too. They're only giving up 66 yards on the ground since Streetsboro ran for 349 in week 1. So I would say their defense has turned it around. They're locked and loaded tonight.
Who are you taking?
We're not getting into this yet. I've had my pick all week.
Like when you read off Northwest that, I was like, I'm taking them.
So
then he went CVC, and I'm like,
here's the question. Here's how I'm going to end my. Here's what I have in my notes.
A good game of the week.
Whose defense stands tall tonight? Both schools love to run. They have great defense. It's going to be an amazing game tonight at CVCA Stadium in Wyoga Lake, Stow, Cuyahoga Falls. Pick and choose. It's close to Hudson. I mean,
Peninsula.
it's Peninsula. I mean,
in there.
Pick your city, and then you'll know where it's at. So yeah, what a game of the week. Coach Cook, I loved the interview with him. Just loved his demeanor. Like, just he was to the point, like ready to go. I like love these coaches, man. We have not had a bad interview yet.
No,
these coaches have been amazing. They love when we want to talk about their kids, their school. They love talking about their staff. I mean, it is incredible. I absolutely love it. So shout out to Coach Cook. Shout out to Coach DeMarco. You guys are amazing. Thank you for your time this week.
No, it was a lot of fun to be. It always is.
It is. I mean, I look forward to these interviews.
It's like us. They got a lot of. I feel bad. I do.
You feel bad?
What do you feel bad for? It's a lot of pressure to be under. You're trying to please everyone.
Yes,
you're not going to do it.
I'd agree with that.
There's no way you're doing it. Good luck.
Yeah, good luck. Indeed.
It's tough. It's tough out there in 2023.
It is. So, wow. It's going to be a good game. There is a slew of games tonight that are just, you look at the schedule and you're like, yes, we've reached week eight. By the way, how did you not know what week it was when you went to interview Coach DeMarco? Did you think I was going to let this one go?
Did I say week 7?
You started with week 7 and he corrected you.
See?
Shout out to Coach DeMarco. He was prepared.
Someone had to be prepared.
Do you
know I'm not? We absolutely know I'm not.
Well, that's out for debate. Jury's still out on deliberation.
I'm conceding, I'm telling you.
Well,
I'm not prepared.
It's week 8, Matt. This week.
It's week 8. 7 times 9 is 63.
Yes, we'll have a math test after the show today.
Great. I get to fail something else.
I love it. It's time for our week 8 pick'ems, folks. And how did you select some great games? You did a phenomenal job picking.
Well, at the beginning of the year, we did, full disclosure again, we make up like a list of 5
we
games.
had we had a plan.
And we've edited because we're trying to still pick, but we also want to be able to share every area. So we're trying to incorporate as many schools as we can.
It's funny, two of the teams on our pick'em this week we have not talked about at all this season.
See?
And that's what I love. We know that the 330 is large. We know that it is a massive territory.
Yeah.
We know there's teams that we're missing. Yeah. We're fully admitting that.
Yes.
But
100%.
Let's dive in, Matt. First game off the rip here. 7-0 Massillon Tigers travel out to Austintown towards Youngstown to take on the 5-2 Austintown Fitch. Wow, we have not talked about Fitch all season. They're having a great season.
Yes, I got to see them in preseason.
They scrimmaged. A little scrimmage action.
They scrimmaged in athletes. But I think just like anything early in the year, they're that glue's not there.
Okay.
And I think that they've taken that, sitting at 5-2 right now. We know Massillon's Massillon.
It's Massillon, but here's the funny part. I remember being at the game last year when Austintown Fitch played. They came to Massillon. Fitch gave them fits, man.
They do. They do every time.
They do every year.
Every
exactly.
year
Here's the fans picked Massillon.
Yes.
You might as well make it a table for 2. I'll slide up. I'm taking Massillon.
You just jump right in there. You don't even ever need reservation.
No reservation. I'm just sitting down.
Shoot out your answer before I can. So
I'm
taking Massillon.
Table of 3 for Massillon.
Moving along.
Table of 3. Anyway, moving on. The 1-6 Chippewa Chips.
Yes.
Hosting the 7-0 Norwayne team.
Fans took Norwayne.
I will take Norwayne as well, but I want to say this. Let's talk about Chippewa for one quick second, folks. I don't remember if anybody saw the post we shared on our page. There was rumors that Chippewa's football team was going to get shut down or stop because of injuries and lack of depth, and they don't have a ton of players on their team.
Yeah.
But shout out to Chippewa.
That
they have kept it together.
100%.
Everybody's playing games. So I'm that guy. I'm gonna say your record means nothing. I could care less that you're 1-6.
Yeah.
I could care less if you're 6-1 or 7-0 or fill in the blank.
Yes.
The fact that you did not quit, that town, that community has rallied around its football team. They are supporting their football team. I absolutely love it. So in my heart, I want to take Chippewa, but my brain is who runs the show, and I'm going to take Norwayne. But again, shout out to Chippewa. I love stories like this. I do.
Man, Like you're gonna say that and you're not gonna take them?
No.
What?
Over the line. Yes, that was over the line. Well done, Matthew.
See,
well done.
I would have. See.
All right.
Norway.
Norway, table
Yeah.
of 3 again.
Yeah.
So now we have the 3 and 4 Firestone traveling to 1 and 6 Akron North. Little city series action.
Firestone for me.
Firestone
See,
for
I'm
me.
hurry up and just spit it out before you do.
Firestone. I would take Firestone.
And then the fans are taking Firestone.
So again, table of 3.
That should be a good game.
Here's where we're
North's
going to
been in a
differ.
couple of
This
games
game
this
we're
year.
going to differ right here. I'm calling it now.
You
I'm
are?
calling it now without even looking at the notes.
Really?
3 and 4 North Royalton at 1 and 6 Twinsburg.
Fans took Twinsburg.
Fans took Twinsburg. Guess what? I'm not the fans. I'm taking North Royalton.
Dang it!
In the famous words of Lee Corso, not so fast, my friend. I'm taking North Royalton. I think it's going to be a good game, but I think North Royalton's got too many weapons. So what are you picking? Are you going to go with the fans or are you going to go with me?
North Royalton played.
He's pondering, folks.
Yeah, I am.
Can we get the
I
Jeopardy?
want to try to get
Moon Man,
pick
can
up
we
the
get the
game
Jeopardy theme
potentially
song here to speed things along? He's
Oh
just
my
dragging.
gosh.
There we go. Thank you.
North Royalton.
He's
moving along.
taking North
If they're gonna
Royalton.
hit me with that, the wrap up song. That's all it is. Just need to wrap it up, man.
Before
Hurry
we
up.
get to the game of the week, I want to save it. Because you gotta have dinner before you have dessert.
No,
That's dessert for me.
what is?
Let's talk about these 2 honorable mention games that the fans told us about. 5 and 2 Glenville travels to Akron to take on 7 and 0 Hoban.
Okay.
This is a battle here, folks. These are 2 very good Division 1 teams. Very, very good Division 1 teams.
Who are you taking?
I will take Hoban because Hoban is undefeated, and until somebody can prove, to quote Ric Flair, to be the man, you've got to beat the man.
That's 3
Hoban's
weeks
the
in
man.
a row we've heard that.
Because it's true.
We gotta get a new quote.
Snap into a Slim Jim. I don't know what you're looking for.
It's
So
some kind of wrestling.
some
There you go.
sort of wrestling.
I would say
reference.
Hoban as well. I think it'll be really interesting though to see Glenville come down. I think that gets them prepared for their
Listen,
repeat.
Coach Ginn is going to have those Tar Blooders ready
All
to
the
go,
time.
and they're a very talented team. Do I think this is Hoban Walsh from last week? Absolutely not. I think this game is going to be much closer. I think that Glenville will give Hoban a fight, but Hoban's just got too many weapons.
Yeah,
Hoban is really good, folks.
We're gonna lean on him.
Lean on him. Lean on him until they make me change it.
Yeah.
Barberton against Copley.
Barberton will pick that. Well, that win.
Got to go with the Magic here, right? I mean,
Absolutely.
Copley's having a little bit of a down season, but yeah, the Magic will win that game. It'll be close. I just hope all these games are close.
I would take Barberton.
Barberton. Fans took Barberton as well. Fans are going to take Hoban over Glenville.
Yeah.
And now it's time for dessert. The game of the week: 5 and 2 Northwest versus 5 and 2 CVCA.
Taking CVCA.
The fans are taking
I'll go
CVCA
with the fans.
as well. Not so fast, my friend.
Okay.
I really like what
What?
Northwest is doing. I love Connor Satterfield. I think he is such a talented running back. Where I'm leaning here, though, is CVCA, and I'll tell you why.
Okay.
I think CVCA's defense is the difference in this game.
That's what I.
Northwest had a problem with Orville.
Okay.
Giving up 45, that's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But when you score 70, I guess it doesn't matter how many. You got to just win by 1, right? That's the adage. You win by 1.
Yeah.
I like CVCA in this one, but I think this game is going to be super close. The Pac-7 is Kent and South to have. They're undefeated.
Okay.
So Northwest only has 1 division loss. CVCA has 2.
Yes.
CVCA tonight for me. So it's a
So
table of 3.
Did we literally?
We swept.
The only thing
Same
that we were different on
is this one.
the
Yeah.
fans.
Yep.
So that's it.
That's it. So we can either go 5 and 0 or we're going 4 and 1.
Well,
We agreed with everything else everybody said. But now breaking news into the 330 to go high school football show.
what is it?
The fans have spoken. We
Us.
gave you the keys to the ship.
So we put out a post, and
Yeah.
the post was fans vote on the game of the week, and then accordingly drops down by second.
Hold on
third,
a minute.
fourth,
Hold on a minute. Are you reading these comments?
No.
It says give me an H.
No.
3414. I'm assuming that's Hank and he's speaking from afar. Bruh, come on.
Bruh.
You
Yeah.
don't think it's going to be close? It's Glenville. Come on, Hank.
No,
it's Glenville. Anyway, back to what we were talking about.
I don't think so, Tim.
Exactly.
He'll be talking.
Back to the matter at hand here.
So, game of the week selected by the fans.
Yes.
So after they came in is a landslide.
Yeah, guys, I was pretty
It's
impressed
Copley
here.
and Revere will be the game of the week next week.
Copley at Revere. The crowd has spoken. 314 votes, guys.
They
So
came through strong. And then the pick'ems behind.
Yep.
Will be Triway Northwest.
That'll be a good game.
Field and Norton.
That's going to be a good game.
Aurora and Barberton.
That could be a good game.
And McKinley and Glen Oak.
That's got Federal League all over it.
So
Glen Oak is not a slouch this year. Glen Oak has played really, really well.
And just so people do know, the Hoban Glenville game was on there. It had a lot of votes, but it's this week.
Yeah, guys.
And
we can't talk about that. And
we
there's also
week 9.
Hold on, and to the fan, we got to shout out this fan here for a minute. So a fan posted a game. And it's not even for this year, folks. He posted it for next year.
Oh, this is
Ellet at Garfield for October 7th, 2024. God bless you.
Oh.
You want us to start thinking about next year?
Hey, at least we got
playoffs.
One return.
Where's that? Playoffs?
One returning viewer for sure. So we got to run it back. We got to run it back.
We're talking about next year already, and we still have 2 weeks in the regular season. And then playoffs.
But I make a lot of mistakes. The 3 and the 4 are really close.
And upon further review, if you look at those two schools and their schedules, I think that game is tomorrow. So I think the fan accidentally just hit the wrong year.
Yeah,
that's kind of what we're going to go with. Unless, they'll play each other again next year.
Tomorrow, actually,
it is tomorrow. 10-7 would be tomorrow.
We just hit the 4.
Hey, listen, we like to have fun at others' expense sometimes.
Too, so
you also don't know math, and we could sit here and pick out each other's weaknesses all day long.
Yeah,
I talk too much. We can go all day.
True.
So
let it go.
Hank says it's going to be a boat race. I thought they were playing football.
Who?
That's the way it's done. That's the way it's
There's
done.
Your H. Who?
I love it. I love it. So again, thanks Hank for filling in last week.
Yeah.
I'm back. I feel amazing. I'm rejuvenated. I'm recuperated.
I'm glad.
I am ready to tackle
I needed somebody to come back and just run the show. I had Hank ran it all last week. I didn't really even get to talk.
He did dominate the conversation, but
it's his show.
It's his job. It's what he does. We still love him.
I thanked him
from afar. We
love
him.
To be a part of it.
We are, and we're happy to be a part of it. We're under the 330 umbrella.
He did a nice job. He came in and he was respectful about the Hogan Walsh thing.
He was.
It's new for me, but you know what? It's really not, because like I said, I was at St. V. We got our butts kicked by them for.
Unfortunately,
years,
Holy War.
I'm used to it. I am.
He says he's living rent free.
In my head?
In your head.
Oh,
not mine. There's no space up there. It's all there. It's full. No occupancy.
Potentially. I feel that's the case for probably a lot of people.
There you go. So. Once again, shout out to the fans. Thanks for joining us this week for week 8, the 330 to go high school football show. We'll be back next week, 9 a.m. live on Friday to go through our week number 9. We're close.
Week 9. Not week
9.
8.
This is week 8. Next week is week 9.
But I'm a week behind.
Yeah, you'll get there. You'll get there. Signing off until next week, folks. Be safe. Enjoy your games. Post some stuff. We'll see you next week. Have a good day, everybody.